I thought we played extremely well on our trip in Atlanta against Georgia State. Defended really well and got everybody involved on the offensive side. You know, it's great to have Jasmine Thomas healthier right now. And, you know, she averaged 15 points, 7 rebounds, and 7 assists in both games, Georgia Southern and Georgia State. But against Georgia State, we were 6 for 10 from the 3 the first half. I thought we played extremely well. On the defensive side, I think the first half, you know, we pretty much shut them down. And we're able to create some turnovers through pressing and just kind of held them off at the end. Go to Georgia Southern, it was just one of those games that, you know, we were a little sluggish and we didn't shoot the ball that well, but we were able to defend them and hold them to 48 points. So I thought that was big. Out-rebound them and then get them to turn the ball over. So I think that was pretty big for us. You know, going into this week, it's probably, you know, it's what's good about right now is we control our own destiny. You know, there's a log jam between 2nd and 5th, and we're right in the middle of it. You know, we're battling for that 2nd place spot. We can control that. You know, going into this week, it's a great week. There's 3 weeks left, and you know, you look at our opportunities to get a couple of wins and then to kind of move up and at least try to finish in the top 4 so we can get that bye. But kids are working hard. We're healthier. Kim Burton went down in the Georgia State game. We thought it was going to be really, really bad. We never even got her to take an MRI yet because by the time we started practice on Monday, she was healed. You know, it's just one of those kids that's just tough and came back and it ended up being a bone bruise. So we're excited about that. And you know, Nakia Jones is still kind of banged up, but she, you know, senior year, she'll fight through it. So I think we're probably as healthy as we've been all year, and hopefully we can kind of keep on getting in shape and get ready for the tournament. But exciting time on Saturday is our pink game. It's a big game for our university and for our program in us bringing cancer awareness to our community. I think the best people to bring awareness to a community is the people at a university, because we're the educators. And so we're educating our whole, and I think that's what's so big. When I came to Lafayette 6 years ago, I wanted to make sure that, and it's really not just about breast cancer, it's about all cancers. I wanted to make sure that that we utilized our platform in trying to help this community fight this dreaded disease. So I think it's going to be a big game for us. Proceeds from the selling of T-shirts and will go to Garry Brodhead Foundation, which is my wife. And we have right now, we've collected $25,000 to give someone in our area a scholarship. We haven't distributed it out yet. We're trying to build it to where we can and give a little bit more funds. And so that's kind of what we're doing. We're trying to kind of bring awareness is the most important thing. So it's going to be an exciting game on Saturday, big game against UTA. You know, UTA is post-oriented with Van Dyke, and she's always caused us some problems. And so we'll make sure that we work through that. And the thing about the Texas State game and the UTA game is the difference in style. One's more post-oriented and the other one's just guard-oriented. But any questions?
What's been the biggest difference over the last 3 games versus the 2 previous games that you had dropped before? What's your team doing differently?
Jasmine Thomas. It's amazing when you have a point guard. It's really a quarterback. She's so, she's nonchalant and she's very patient. She doesn't rush things. You know, we always say that when you have the ball, slow down. When you don't have it, cut harder. And we play like, when we have the ball, we play a little bit too fast a lot. But she brings that calmness to it. I feel like we are more in control. I know as a coach, I feel a lot more comfortable with the ball in our hands. The type of offenses we run, 80% of the time the ball is in the point guard's hand. And so that makes a big difference. Our turnovers are down since she's playing. And then I think everybody else getting healthier and feeling comfortable. You know, Ty Doucette's been a big part of us getting better too, rebounding, and just a complete team effort. You know, we're playing more as a team.
Can you update us on the status of Kimberly Burton and Malachi?
Yeah, Kimberly Burton's back in practice. I mean, she's at 100%. She'll start on Thursday night. It was just a bone bruise, you know, bad bone bruise on her knee, and you know, just got lucky on that situation. Malachi has some pains in her sides that they did tests and all that, and it just nothing turned up. But she's fine. She's back in practice, and Probably about 95%, but she'll play on Thursday. So, you know, both of them will be back. And Nakia had some injections on her knee on Monday, and we're trying to get her back healthy, so we're not practicing her as much. But she looked a lot more, it looked better today, you know, and I think that's affecting her shot. She hadn't been shooting it as well, but, you know, all those kids will play on Thursday.
You mentioned the 2 through 7 is all just a giant log jam. I think all 6 of your final opponents are all in that log jam. Have you kind of made it clear to the team the situation they're in, whether they play good, they're good, but if they struggle, it's going to look ugly come the tournament? Have you kind of talked about that in the locker room yet?
Yeah, you know, I think but we had the toughest schedule out of anybody, and us in UL Monroe, because we're playing the top 6 teams twice, where Little Rock's only playing the top 6 teams once, UTA's only playing the top 6 teams once, and Troy. And so that, you know, and that's what we got left is the top, you know, take ourselves out of it. We got the top 5 teams that we got left. So it's going to be a rough road. It's not going to be an easy thing. But, you know, I like it. You know, I was talking to the coaches this morning in a meeting. I kind of like it because whether we win or lose, it prepares us for the tournament, because it's still all about the tournament. You know, to me, you know, that's my goal to come into the years. And our kids, you know, I asked them at the beginning of the year, what's your goal? Win a championship. We want to win the conference tournament. Number one thing. You win the conference, that's nice to do, but it doesn't get you to the tournament. And I think that's going to be the big thing. And so we're still preparing, you know, and I like 6 games to prepare for it. And whether we win or lose, you know, we're going to go in, you know, we've done it before. We're going to go in thinking that, hey, we're in position to win this thing. It's you know, it's our makeup, you know. It's like we don't woe is me a lot of times. You know, you lose and you learn from losing a lot of times. You win, you learn from winning. So I think we're in a pretty good position, you know, especially I like the fact that we're getting healthy.
Coach, from a just pure execution standpoint, what did y'all get in these 3 games, besides Jasmine, obviously, that you can carry on? Like, because she's there, y'all are able to do what that can maybe carry on to these 6 games?
Well, I think, you know, I think you look at our guard play, you know, with Troy Swain as a catch-and-shoot kid. I mean, Skylar can penetrate. So you're putting those kids because, you know, we have a point guard that can put them in position to score a little bit better, you know. And I mean, I'm going to keep mentioning Ty Doucette. I mean, she's going to be something special for us. You know, I know she's a freshman, but she can rebound. She had some key rebounds during the game, and she can finish around the goal. And that's some of the things, you know, Simone Fields is playing better too. So, and Simone's a scorer, you know. If we can get her continue to rebound like she does, and, you know, get them better defensively, because, you know, that's maybe one of our weaknesses is our post defense, and we get better at it, you're going to see a, you know, improved team. You know, and I think that's what's happening. We're getting better at our post defense, and then, you know, Kimberly Burton's guarding everybody. You know, I mean, when you got somebody that can guard like her, it just makes the whole team, it makes everybody better. So that's kind of what's happening. Thank y'all.
Thanks, Coach.